Hi, my name is Paul Sargent, and welcome once again to this European tour. Now, this episode is going to cover our second day in Dublin. Now, we only had 2 days in Dublin, so this was the second and last day in Dublin. And this day, we got to take a look a little bit and learn about the Easter Rising of 1916. We had some time for shopping and to get some actually green food in my system, which I desperately needed. And then, well, there's more to it. So let's get started and you can continue along this European tour. So it's day 5 and we're on the bus going into Dublin city center. And we're going to spend another day in Dublin today. We're going to go through and do a walking tour of Dublin. Everyone thinks that I'm crazy because I'm doing this. People keep turning around and looking at me, saying, what's going on? You just did it again. Anyway, we're gonna have a walking tour of Dublin, we're going to have lunch, and then we're gonna play some Gaelic games. So, like, half the guys here are all outfitted with their athletic gear ready to go. And lots of the ladies have decided to wear non-athletic gear. So we'll see how this one kind of plays out. Anyway, should be another fun day. Weather looks good. Nice and cloudy. Other than that, back at the bus. That's where I am today. So our walking tour of Dublin was focused, like the rest of the tour, on conflict and conflict resolution. And being the centennial of the 1916 Easter Rising, we focused on the Easter Rising itself. It was a fascinating tour in which we saw the landmarks of where history actually happened, minute by minute. Yeah, we're here on the walking tour learning about the 1916 Easter Rising. And I am taking up the back to make sure that everybody gets on their way, which I guess I'm not doing such a great job of if I'm talking to my phone. But yeah, we're coming up in the middle of it. This is fascinating stuff. I'll tell you what, you gotta love the history.
One in our ankles, and one in our heart, and one in our bicep muscles. And all over Big Dan O'Connell, he's covered in them. You guys are really like Dan O'Connell because he uses pacifism and campaign as a means to achieve something. But he doesn't know what I think because, you know, I've been looking at them for a long time. The small, neat one with the pointy head. I'm probably saying that this was occupied, okay? This was occupied, right? There's Funland, that's our version of Las Vegas.
And we followed the movements of the rebels as they tried to fight off the British army.
A bit after I was shot, darling Nancy, I was shot leading a rush up Mur Street. Took refuge in a doorway. While I was there, I heard the men pointing out where I was, and I made a bolt for the lane I am in now. I got more than one bullet, I think. The word is missing, Dan, okay? People say it's a bullet hole. I've had the letter in my hand. It's not a bullet hole. It's a worn out hole from where people hold the letter with their thumb, do you understand? Tons and tons of love dearly to you and to the boys and to Nell and Anna. It was a good fight anyhow. Please deliver this to Manny O'Radley, 40 Herbert Park, Dublin. Goodbye, darling. It's a killer line, isn't it, you know? And by the way,
So I just finished our walking tour about the Easter Rising of 1916. With this being the centennial, there's a lot of talk of it, a lot of t-shirts, a lot of commemorative stuff going on here. I've done a video on it with my good friend David, and you can see it if you click here. But we really got to take a look at some of the places that actually happened, taking it from this larger view of history into the smaller, more instantaneous what was going on at any moment during the actual Easter Rising itself. And that brings everything really to life. We had this fantastic tour guide who brought us down alleys, showed us bullet holes that still exist, and talked about some of the fights that they have currently to try and preserve the heritage of the 1916 Rising against sort of the onslaught of capitalism and development and commerce. You know, there are areas that developers want to turn into shopping malls and preservationists want to keep as monuments to the Easter Rising. But now we have a little free time. I'm going to get some lunch and do a little bit of shopping because there are a couple of things I need to pick up. But yeah, this city, Dublin, I love this place. I really do. And it's a nice warm day for this afternoon's Gaelic Games. So, let's see what happens next. Alright, so I'm here at the Old Dubliner. I had to come in and get a salad. I really needed some greens. Well, I got some live music as well. It just stopped playing for a moment. But it's a good place. It's really good salad. So, yeah, that's lunchtime. But live music for lunch at an Irish pub in downtown Dublin. Can you beat it? I don't think so.
One shot from my pocket, then summer is bright. And the lucky lady's eyes open to good to hide.
Right, so here we are on the banks of the River Liffey in Dublin. You can see the beautiful 8-penny bridge down there. And there's history all around us and tour buses all around us. Pubs all around us. This place is just full of life. You know, it is the sad thing about tours like this. You get a short amount of time in wonderful places. You get to learn some great things about the shelling of the building up there. Also, Federal Tower or something like that, the tall one. And you get to learn about all kinds of cultural things and historical things. Of course, being a human rights tour, the Easter Rising of 1916 is what we focused on today. So, had a nice lunch, nice view on a sunny day. So rather than go to the Leprechaun Museum, I think I'm going to meet with everybody up, go play some Gaelic games. Alright, we're back on the bus, and we are headed out of Dublin now, I think, and headed off to some Gaelic games. It amazes me. Every time we have a time we're supposed to meet up, I mean, everybody's there. It's incredible. And it's good because when the bus pulls up, they can't really stay there for very long with all this traffic and everything. So yeah, we're off to the Gaelic Games. That should make for some really fun video. But here's a fun picture of Lewis, our tour guide. Coming into orientation for the Gaelic Games.
Hi, camera.
Yeah, Michelle's excited.
No.
It's gonna be fun. So this second day in Dublin was a real kind of sad day because there was a real consensus among the group that they really, really liked Dublin. And I particularly have a soft spot in my heart for Dublin. It's a wonderful city. It's a great place to visit. The people are fantastic. So leaving was hard. But, you know, as with everything else, you have to move on. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode of our European tour. If you want to continue being notified when I post new videos, just hit subscribe. You can also check out my history videos that are on there while you're at it. But until next time, when we're going to London, this is Paul Sargent. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.